And the tour bus is here, off to Cairo. Let's go. It should be a 6-7 hour journey. Looking forward to it. And hopefully it should be a good ride. So I've just taken a short break here for people to go to the washroom or have a drink from a cafe. Here is the cafe itself. So it's only been an hour into the ride, so it's not long. So we've got another about 5 hours to go. Let's see how it goes. It's quite a compressed place to sit in the mode of transport which we have, which is a small minivan, to be fair. Only about five other passengers on board, so a fairly small number. But looking forward to it. I mean, the whole experience in Cairo, I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic to be able to experience the pyramids. So I'll keep you posted. All in all, looking forward to a very uncomfortable night. Just a quick pit stop here at a petrol station, so just refueling. I just got myself a hot chocolate and then now heading off. Should be 45 minutes away until we reach the pyramids. So I've just arrived at the very busy site here at Giza, just outside the pyramids. I will go inside and show every one of you how the pyramids look. But I can tell you just from first impressions, it is massive. It is humongous. You can see right behind me on the top over there. So looking forward to taking you around the site. Okay, the pyramids, wow. Look at that. That looks absolutely bloody humongous. That's the big one. That's the medium one, I believe. I'll get to find out. But these are first impressions, and you're seeing them just as I'm seeing them. And look how many people are here right now. It's absolutely flooded with so many people. What a view, what a sight. So here I am, just about to show you the 3 Great Pyramids of Egypt. One of the 7 ancient wonders of the world that is still standing. It's a beautiful archaeological site. I mean, just to see all three. So on the left you have the one built by Khufu. On the middle you have the one built by Khafre, and the one on the right there is built by Menkaure. And then there's one small one over there. So the small one is actually one of 3. So there's 3 small ones, one for 2 for his brides and 1 for his mother. What a sight! What an experience! Currently on a camel ride. About to go straight down that pathway and to get a much more closer view of the 3 pyramids. Here I am at the Great Egyptian Sphinx. So just finished off with the pyramids, and it is quite a sight. In fact, they had to carve out the bottom half of the Sphinx because only the head was visible in its early days. I believe in the 20th century, they carved out and discovered that there's actually so much more. It had his paws, it had his arms, everything at the bottom. So that for me was a great sort of knowledge to be able to ascertain as part of this trip. And I think it's quite a visual to be able to see the Sphinx. Without its nose, that was damaged quite a while back, a couple of centuries ago. But I think just from experiencing the pyramids and the Sphinx, that tells you Egypt has so much history, so much architect. And if any of you are choosing to visit a country and need to see, the Sphinx is one of them. So right now I'm at the Egyptian Museum, which houses some of the oldest artifacts in the Middle East. So over 170,000 artifacts held here at the Egyptian Museum. So I'm keen to go inside to see exactly what it is that they are hosting, because obviously Egypt has a lot of history. And so after the experience of the pyramids and seeing the Sphinx, taking a bunch of pictures, there should be a lot of exciting stuff to see in here. Some amazing artifacts here. So this is the statue of the King Khafre, who is the builder of the second pyramid here in Egypt.
Egyptian scribe. Actually, we don't know the name of this. Like his email address, like his.
Here's a statue just showing all the hieroglyphics. I've been told that the letter S is this one right here. So my name is Sabiru. S is there. That's as far as I know, and my knowledge expands. But it's there's over 1,000 letters within the hieroglyphics, all giving different sounds. Some with one syllable, some with two, some with variants. A lot to learn. So these are the coffins and mummies of Yuya and Tuya. My head is freaking blown to have seen 2 real mummies here at the museum in Egypt. I mean, that I thought I never ever get to see in my lifetime. What an experience. Today has been a mesmerizing journey, mesmerizing experience to have seen the pyramids, to have seen mummies here at the museum. Wow. Never would have thought that I'd tick that off my checklist. So this is the throne chair of Tutankhamun. My goodness. What a way to end the day. So we actually got to go inside the section where everything was about Tutankhamun. In fact, we got to see his actual golden coffin in which he was buried in. There was no photography or videography allowed in there, which is understandable, but having got to see that, I think that's a great way to be able to end the whole experience here in Cairo. And heading back to Hurghada now. It's going to be a long 6-7 hour journey back, but what a day, what a mesmerizing day, and one that will live long in my memories. So just about to head off to Orange Bay. So as you can see, the Red Sea, I mean, it looks absolutely stunning and beautiful. Lots to see, a lot of yachts, a lot of boats here. We're taking a speedboat off to Orange Bay with a trip also to Magawish Island. So it's a beautiful island, lots to explore. I hope to see the crystal clear blue waters, the coral reefs. So I've just got off the speedboat and onto Orange Bay. I mean, if you look at the waters, crystal clear waters, you can even see the fish swimming. It is so beautiful. What a beautiful setting. So just reached Orange Bay. It is an absolutely stunning spectacle. They have lots of seating areas, lots of food places here. So all those, there's different sort of bays and groupings for whichever group you came with. So we are number 6 on there, different seats. So at least the tour guide knows where we are at. And it is a beautiful setting. This is the peak view of Orange Bay here on Gifton Island. What a spectacular view from the top. So just arrived at Magawish Island. It's a very small island, not much to see and quite empty at the moment. I think we've come right at the end of the day, but it is very, very, very beautiful. So just going to take a few pictures here, stay for a bit, and then head back to Hurghada. So today has been a day of just on the Red Sea, traveling. having gone to Orange Bay in Gifton Island and now on Magawish Island. I think just to sort of wrap up the whole experience of today, when you're here in Egypt, in Hurghada, experiencing the Red Sea is something that is so exciting, because the chill, the relax, to be able to see the crystal clear waters, the fish in the sea. I didn't have the chance to obviously snorkel or deep dive, because that's not me. I don't do any swimming, I can't swim. But ultimately, if I was to recommend something you do if you are here in Hurghada, is to make a trip to Orange Bay and also here in Magawish Island, especially Orange Bay, because there's a lot more to do. It's a lot more exciting.
I always say, learn to embrace peace and serenity in your life. It's needed even if you have a busy everyday in whatever it is you do. Treat yourself and treat yourself well, and that's the importance to success.
It's about 4 a.m, just woken up, about to head off to Luxor. Mostly known for the Valley of the Kings, where majority of the ancient kings of pharaohs and important people of Egypt were buried back in the old ancient times. So it should be an exciting time. It's literally an open air museum of artifacts and sculptures over there. There was even sort of thousands of golden treasures that were discovered around that site. So very important, not just for being the burial site of the kings, but also being a site of worship, so the Karnak temple also. So it's an important place to visit, especially if you're traveling to Egypt. So looking forward to whatever is there on show. From a tourist standpoint, there's also more to experience there as well. If you're going for example, a hot air balloon ride, a site highly recommended to also visit, because they host that as well. But for us, it's more to do with the whole ancient history of Egypt and trying to understand what exactly is there, and being able to see the visuals of the open air museum and all the sort of important artifacts there. En route to Luxor now. It's about a 4-hour journey, so just making a quick pit stop. There's quite a number of people here. In fact, the mode of transport this time is a lot better than the trip to Cairo, though it's a shorter journey. So hopefully it should be a kind of sort of more comfortable experience on the trip. But once you get there, I'm looking forward to it, purely because of the fact that there's a lot to see and a lot of history in Luxor, and that brings together the experience from Cairo, the experience from Luxor, and sort of gives me an overall taste of the ancient history that stands here within Egypt. So I'm at the Karnak temple right now here in Luxor, and it's a sight to absolutely marvel in. In fact, some of these plinths and pillars that you see here still retain their color from all those years ago. And there's in fact so much in terms of sculptures and designs and even obelisks and pillars. So the one you see over there, sharp, so this is to sort of symbolize the power and strength of the rulers at the time, the pharaohs, to sort of retain their identity for a long time and also give direction as well. So you can see 2 standing at the moment. I was told that there were 9 initially, so now these obelisks are in different parts of the world. But it's just a sort of a sight to really marvel in, because of how the history is told amongst all of these objects and pillars. So this is a statue of Ramses II. And this small one here is actually his wife. In fact, he was named one of his favorite wives. He got married quite a number of times. The guide said over 100 times. I'm not sure whether to believe that or not. So just got a glimpse of the Luxor Museum from the outside before boarding this boat. We're about to have lunch, and we're on the River Nile. Didn't have the chance to do that a few days back on the Felucca ride, but actually now on the boat, about to have lunch. And I'm so glad to be here experiencing the River Nile, which is the longest river in the world. We're heading towards the mountains. We'll be going to the Valley of the Kings, where in fact Tutankhamun himself was buried, and many of the other pharaohs. Here we are at the Valley of the Kings, where there are 62 tombs, one of which is the tomb of Tutankhamun. So just about to enter the tomb of Tutankhamun. A lot of stairs to walk down to get to the tomb of the very famous Tutankhamun. Honestly, I'm super excited but kind of nervous. I don't know what to expect. Let's see. This is the tomb in which he was buried. In there, all those thousands of years ago. We saw the coffin itself, the gold-plated coffin in Cairo, in the museum. This is absolutely amazing. The color, you can see the color is still at its epic level. And this is Tutankhamun, the mummy. This brings to an end another spectacular day here in Egypt. So I'm in Luxor, as mentioned. So having visited the Valley of Kings, having seen the Tutankhamun tomb, his mummified body, that was mind-boggling. Honestly to God, I was not expecting that. And I've also got to see some of the other tombs as well, Ramses III, Ramses III, Ramses IX as well. So some of the sort of artwork still intact, and it's absolutely amazing to be able to see. And now just finally wrapping up here at the Hatshepsut temple. Well, I say temple, it's more of a sort of her burial site itself, where she was the ruling queen, dressed like a man, so she had a beard, sort of disguise herself as a man. So that's something I've learned here as well. So it's been a great experience here in Luxor, a lot of ancient history, and I always say, like, as a penultimate day, there's nothing could have been more better than to see the history and to see something like Tutankhamun and his actual mummified body. After a wonderful 7 days, I'm about to jet set back to London. It was a scintillating experience yesterday in Luxor, and I have to say Egypt has taught me a lot about ancient history. And I hope you're able to join me in my future travels as I experience parts of the world that I've never been to before.